We are very proud of the HCS technology. We were the very first hospital to go live with it, and it has been successful and placing us on the cutting edge.
It's an innovation that we've been waiting for a very long time.
It takes our managers from being on the sidelines, taking score of what's happening, and actually being performance accelerators and taking those things forward and getting them done before the expectations are there.
This same type of technology has been in use for over 50 years in the manufacturing and transportation industries and other industries that require logistics to be effective. Healthcare is ripe for change right now, and I thought it was high time that we took some cues from our colleagues in those industries.
The old system, we had magnets, we had grease boards, we'd write it, erase it. Sometimes we couldn't read what we were doing and things would get mixed up. In this situation, it's not like that. It's clear, it's concise, everyone sees it at the same time. Multiple people, multiple departments. Out of department with ICU, special procedures, imaging. And even when you're not in that department, you can go to any computer in-house and click on our icon or our drop-down and actually get real-time information at this site, and if you have access to what's happening at other sites, so that you can move and float staff and resources appropriately across the network.
Used to get phone calls about, I'd be talking to a parent, I'd get 6 or 7 phone calls about the same change, because not only did one person realize that there was a change, they got a phone call and it was kind of like playing a telephone game. Now everyone is informed at the same time, they all have the same information, so there's none of that redundancy.
It is dynamic, it's ongoing, it's real time, it's not something somebody has to put in data and then send it out to each one. So whatever I do on this master board goes to all the other OR control boards throughout the institution.
A surgeon asking about availability and expressing their needs and concerns to us, we can actually look at that on our mobile phone and make those real-time decisions with them without having to call them back.
I am obsessed with using the mobile function of it. I have a link on my phone, on my smartphone, where I can go to the OR board and see in real time what's going on that day.
So it's a great patient satisfaction because it keeps the families up to date too. It lets us page the families too.
What we have gotten rid of is the late starts for absolutely no good reason. The starts that, oh, you know what, they didn't clean the operating room yet, or they didn't know that we needed this setup. We didn't get the difficult airway cart in there, or certain drugs weren't set up, or we didn't know how big this patient was. Things like that don't happen anymore. We have definitely gotten more out of our staff and more cases in a shorter amount of time. There's not one partner that can't walk up to that board and use it immediately.
We have better control over workflow process. Our productivity is better. Our staff are able to spend more time at the patient's bedside and less time chasing down other problems. And it's been a huge satisfier for our surgical staff as well as our anesthesia staff.
This is an innovation that has helped us focus on the patient rather than focusing on logistics and making sure that everyone's doing their job.
I feel like it's safer, the staff is safer, the patients are safer. At the end of the day, that I know that this makes my job better.
The other thing that's great about it is it's a huge physician satisfier. The physicians are much more comfortable and happier working here. We've seen a 20% increase in our surgical volume, which is over $11 million of contribution. This isn't just something that makes you feel good because people are happier. It does that, yes, and that's a good thing, but it also has a positive impact on your bottom line.